One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan at Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Scarlet Knights will kick it off to get us underway. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will get the first possession of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Second down coming up. Back to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number one, and they give up a sack on play 2.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will have its first possession of the game. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain, needed about 3 more on that one. The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Hawkeyes in the hurry-up.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Pressure in his face and he lets it fly. Nothing to do with the football and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the grab. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. San Jose State has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Old Spartan Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Hawaii. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. That's caught. It's Allen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Roberts. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
The offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. The defense knows they're throwing the football. You could tell on that pass rush, man. They were coming.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in and maybe get a chip on this dude? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one guy.
Hands it off. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, sticks that big foot up there and grabs it. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 2nd down coming up. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to beat the D deep. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. The Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabs behind the line. It's Mitchell. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Kick is in the air. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. You just can't go back backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finds a little space. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quickly to the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first down. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Roberts. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking for a crease. It's Peppers. At the 35, he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the 15. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Iowa!
And Reese, we know the fullback's job. He's in there to block consistently, so it's a nice job by the offense, slipping him out of the backfield, throwing him a bone. He catches it, does the rest, and gets into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the boys of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 11 to Hawaii. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to pass on 2nd down. Snags it over the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds a man on the right. Turning on the Jets. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. He caught it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They're going to run it. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Offside defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll get...
He gets it in. Touchdown, Rutgers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Hit as he throws. Hauls it in. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking for room. It's Peppers. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They go right back to him. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Boots it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
From the gun on third down. Spins away from the defender. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. The Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Peppers.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, they're after him. Sweet cut there. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running to the left. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. He'll keep it himself. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Iowa has the ball back on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Fakes to grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Wants to throw it. Throwing right. A strike downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Hawkeyes are marching down the field. Leaves it with the back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep
turning it on. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry up.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they
and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The short hands, it's Lewis.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Scarlet Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The give to the tailback. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And as we get ready to start the fourth quarter, they'll open with a field goal attempt. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. The lead is now back down to 9.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa has has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Nice move to keep running. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Coffee. They'll get the first down, it's spotted on the 49. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. The quick out. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Hawkeyes have this offense rolling. Quick handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Barrels ahead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That keeps the score. Iowa, 27, Rutgers.
And here's the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Gonna run it. It's Mitchell. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might as well stick with him. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating them time and time again.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
34, Rutgers, 12.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Going with the counter play here. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. A lot of defenders around on that screen. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Scarlet Knights are on the move. Wants to keep it in the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
The Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Second down coming up.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the back. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. they've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. He's not going to have enough for the first down. Had to get it to the 35, and now a tricky 4th down decision coming. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jensen. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Now on 1st down from the 28. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hand, it's Lewis. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Offense facing 4th down.
Waste of time.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.